Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics, Non-Classics, episode number 992, and Doubleshot number 886. I got two Flash trades for you. Yeah, this one I'm covering the first two volumes of Flash Volume 4. These are the first two trades that collect them. Both these trades written by Francis Manapul and Brian Buccellato. Francis Manapul also does the artwork on here. First, let's talk about Volume 1, which collects the first 8 issues of the series of this run, Move Forward. Yep. And yes, Francis Manapul pretty much does the artwork. Bible Show does the coloring in here. The cover art here is done by Francis Manapul Buccellato. The story for this one is unlike the first arc, basically, that will debut Godstorm, this one basically has Barry just investigating a series of murders. Well, let's just say investigating a murder that involves like a friend of his, also involves the debut of Turbine. Pretty much you can kind of say this particular storyline is just set up for the next one. Plus, also set up for the following story after that. Plus, in here, we get the post-Flash appearances, of course, Flash are showing up in Justice League. We get the post-Flash appearances of Patty Spivot, making her first appearance since the 80s, Iris West, Captain Cold, Turbine, those are the new Turbine, and I think that's it. Yeah, a lot of the Arrow Rogues show up in the next chapter, but this is still a good start for the series, and I'm going to give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, not a lot of really noteworthy stuff happened. Well, there's at one point where specific takes leave of absence to go to South America. Actually, that happens in the next trade, but yeah, it's basically just Barry just solving murders. That's literally what this is. You have to read the whole thing, but it's got really good artwork. Oh, in case you're wondering, is there any appearance by Wally West in here? Nope, he disappeared. Yes, he was one of those many characters that disappeared that were fan favorites. That why did he disappear? Never explained. They kept off the shelf for years. Wally, of course, never returned to 2016. Now let's talk about Volume 2, Rogues Revolution, which, yes, a lot of the Rogues make their debut in here. Basically, what happened, the first trade led into here. This book only collects issues 9 through 12 of Flash Volume 4, issue 0, and the annual. Yeah, that's what this storyline led up to, basically Flash versus his Rogues the first time post-Flashpoint. They always found it before. Though this storyline has the post-Flash appearances of... Now, this one only had Captain Cold and Turbine. This one had pretty much like a lot of everybody else, like Heatwave, Golden Glider, who's in a brand new attire. Let's see, I'm trying to think who else. Weather Wizard, Mirror Master, and I think that's it. Yeah, a lot of really big ones. Oh yeah, and also, they reveal also in here that, here's the thing. The Rogue Gallery, the Rogues, have all got powers instead of having equipment helping them. Yeah, this is not explained until the Rogues One-Shot Villains month of why this happened. Of course, this all has a conclusion in the Flash annual. Now Brian Smithville does do the main issues, but the annual. Now, the other artists in here for the regular issues are Marcus Stewart, Ray McCarthy. The other artists who basically do the annual are Scott Nolan's, Doug Neves, Oscar Albert, Marco Tarica, and Wes Craig. Of course, we also have in here Francis Buccellato. Now, why is it called Rogues Revolution? Because the Rogues have turned against Captain Cold, and Flash has teamed up with them to basically fight them. Yeah, great storyline, and it ends with them coming back to Central City, and it's under the control of Gorilla Grodd, who basically showed up in this storyline as well. Yeah, give this book a 9.5 out of 10. I like basically where the series is going at this point, though I have read this one. It's been a while since I know I didn't talk about a lot of stuff that happened in here. Now, these issues also kind of the start of the relationship of Barry and Patty, not Barry and Iris. Though Barry is basically constantly pining for Iris in here. Well, it's not the way he does in the Flash TV show, though. But yeah, it's very similar to that, but not like heavy like it was in the show. He does care about her, but they're not an item. Nope. Yeah, and also in case you're wondering, what happened with their marriage? Because they're married pre-Flashpoint. Here, nope, they're not married. Kind of like what happened with Superman and Lois. Not married. Not in this continuity. Not even currently they're married. They basically started dating, yes, but at least their marriage wasn't retconned because it basically just didn't happen in this continuity. That's simply the gist of it. Yep, and issue 0 is simply like Barry's first venture as the Flash, though that kind of thing has been told a few times over the years, basically, when it comes to that, because they just recently up to the story of Flash Year 1, and basically Barry's first year as the Flash. This one's kind of like his first adventure as the Flash, but not like his first year as the Flash. But yeah, these two trades are a good start to this particular run. I know we talk about these two trades very much, but yeah, just check them out. They're that damn good. Because one thing that's a good selling point for these two trades is Francis Manipold's artwork. It is so good. And I've heard something that him and Brian Booches all have a thing for not finishing their work. Well, I think it's I'm not sure which one it was. Now, they left after the storyline, after the Keystone Murder storyline. But yeah, that was basically, they wrote this book for like 29 issues before Brian Vendetta came on board. Yep. But yeah, both books basically, I both give a 9 out. They're both really good. I know I talk about very much, but yeah. Now let's talk about these two. Also, this one has, when he first introduced the Weather Wizard, he's basically, well, running his own drug empire, but at least he's not making drugs. He basically have an empire that was shut down by Patty Civic, basically it's yelled by Captain Singh. Also, Pied Piper's in there too. Yes, Pied Piper. And no, he's not a villain. He is Captain Singh's boyfriend in this continuity. Yep. He's his boyfriend because Pied Piper is gay. He has been gay since pre-Flashpoint. I am very happy they actually kept that attribute about him, and when they show Pied Piper in here, they actually kept him his pre-Flashpoint, but looked like his pre-Flashpoint attire. And also they have in here where apparently the city is kind of turned against Flash because of this stupid politician. Yeah, so Barry confronts like, hey, why'd you send people get city? Don't care. Yeah. Mr. Barry would love to take this guy down. I'm sure he would. I got handed to when they show up Pied Piper in here. He's actually very good looking. It's a slight update to his attire, but it's a very good look for him. Also, here's basically Pied Piper. Yeah, apparently in this continuity, I think he was a villain, but he's basically a vigilante now. Yep. But it's a good start to this particular run, and I can't wait to get my hands on the Gorilla Grodd storyline, which I'm glad the fact Francis Doubleshot basically built that up, because that was one thing that you usually can tell about their run. They actually set some stuff early on, and then they paid off. But the Rogue stuff they set up in the first arc because they were going to do it for the next storyline. Grodd they also set up in the first arc as well, but he was something they were saving for later. But at least they have Barry Medium here, and apparently Grodd is basically the ruler of Gorilla City. Yep. Oh, in case you wondering, Grodd did have his own one-shot villain this month, and it has never been collected. I would have thought they put it in the Rogues Rebellion trade, for Forever Evil. Nope. Just the 6-issue miniseries and the Rogues one-shot. I'm like, you don't include the Gorilla Grodd one because that helps set up this miniseries. Nope. But yeah, so that's particularly it for this particular review. I still have about 4 more videos coming today. One Piece, Jaguar Super, Boruto, and a movie review. Okay? But there's the next videos. Bye.